Okay, sorry, let me balance. Sorry. Okay, I moved into the UK last year for my master's program in project management, and when I came here, it was totally different from what I'd expected. I came with the mindset of having a distinction. That was my mindset when I came to the UK, but after I submitted my first assessment and I saw the score, the distinction was now shaking because I thought I gave my best in that first assessment. I sincerely thought I gave my overall best, that there's no way I'll not get a very high score. But that just proved to me that this can't be your best. So if you know you want to get distinction, this can't be your best. You have to do extra. So I had to now start putting in extra work. I started praying very, very much because there's no way I can do this stuff on my own. So I started struggling with these academics that I even dropped from the distinction average. Later on, I had two assessments that I was very confident in were going to boost my average score, at least back to the distinction. But what happened was, when I was supposed to submit the assessment, on the deadline of the assessment, I totally forgot to submit the assessment. Mind you, I had finished this assessment days before the submission deadline. And what happens when you submit after the submission deadline? Your work gets capped at a C. Regardless of how good your assessment is, it gets capped at a C. And then if your work is not even that good, and they now start deducting marks from it because it's not that good, you would have to resit the assessment because you failed it. When I submitted that assessment late like this, the devil tried to bring me down with that because I was really, really upset to myself. Why did I not just submit this assessment since? Because I had been done. But that was the period when Pastor Jerry was saying, don't let the devil put you down. If it happens, sing, start singing, start dancing to annoy the devil. That was when I started singing. I was rolling on the floor, I was dancing. I'll dance, I'll roll on the floor just to upset the devil, just to make him very, very angry, to let him know that I can't bring me down. So there was already tension, but I let it out with my songs. And on the 7th of May, where's my book? Pastor Jerry said, what I am afraid of will not happen.
By the mercies of God, what you are afraid of will not happen.
My faith was up. I was gingered that nothing is going to happen. And also, he said, because God has shown me mercy, they will show me mercy.
Hear me as I hear the Lord. I don't know who this is for. Because the Lord has shown you mercy, they will show you mercy.
It just felt like he was talking to me, gone on that day. I had to send an email to the lecturer that, see what happened. This was the reason why I did not submit early. And before then, he had already seen that I had finished my assessment because I had taken my assessment to him several times to see, and he had seen that I had finished. And at the end of the day, when the results came out, I got a B, a very high B. I was about 2-3 marks away from an A. So God came through for me and that score even boosted me back. That my distinction average, it boosted it. Because if I had gotten anything lower than a B, that score I got, I'm not sure I would have gotten this distinction at the end of the day. From that point onwards, there was no other assessment I did that was below that grade. The rest of them were distinction. It was just flowing. And that was why I said, on the day of that graduation, I will let them know that it was not my power. That was why I said, regardless of how it will be, I will let the congregation know, my fellow students, anybody present, I will let them know that it was EL-ROI that actually saw me through. Because if anything had happened, if I had any lower scores, there's no way I would have had this distinction. So this is me now coming now. This is me coming like that one leper to say, God, thank you. EL-ROI, thank you. Do you know my EL-ROI?
3月或者明天。